What about me? It isn't fair. I'm not in videos anymore. I want my share. G'day, Kaya. How you going, mate? Ooh. She's getting big, isn't she? Oh, Kaya. She's just over 2 now. Colorbond Colours. Yes. Say hello. She doesn't really want to be. You don't want to. If you play rugby and you're from New Zealand and you've got black blood, Monument Matte ain't gonna cut it, is it? Nope. G'day Gladiators, how are ya? I'm Kenny and I'm talking cladding, and today we're gonna go through the range of Colorbond matte colours because there's a new one, and I'm sure you may have seen it, may not have seen it, but there's also a little surprise one that you might not know is available. It isn't public knowledge that I'm going to share with you at the end. Alright, follow me along the journey here today and see all the different Colorbond. I know you like your Colorbond, so I'm going to start. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to start with the most popular, everyone's seen it, Monument Matte. So Monument Matte is a dark colour. It is the darkest of the colours that's commonly available from Colorbond, from all of your major suppliers. Now, Colorbond Matte, the Monument one, is almost like black, right? It's very popular with the standing seam colour, with the standing seam cladding, and looks amazing. It gives you that beautiful architectural look just by being the colour that it is. It looks amazing. So I don't think I need to show you all this because everyone's already seen it. All right, so here we go, Monument Matte. There we go. Next up, the Basalt Matte. This is the Basalt Matte. It's beautiful. It is the next one down. So Basalt's a normal color, and Basalt Matte is the matte version of it. On my own home, I have Basalt Matte and I have normal Basalt. So when we built my house, matte wasn't available, so we put Basalt on the roof, and you may have seen in a little DIY adventure series, it's actually not an adventure series, Kendrick, it is a how-to series of how to clad a wall. That is Basalt Matte. So if you want to see more of that, have a look over at those ones. They're going viral. Basalt Matte, there you go. That is what it looks like, and see if you can get a bit of the sparkle on it. All of these matte finishes have some level of sparkle. They're not metallic sparkle, but they just have this shimmer. It's kind of like if you think of normal leather and then having suede. So normal leather is your typical Colorbond, and then suede is your matte Colorbond. So that's that. So that one there is the Basalt Matte. Take a look at it, take a look, absorb it, feel it in your waters. All right. So, cut, slice, and input this video because, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I missed something. I stuffed it up. I forgot a color. How do I forget a color? Oh, and what a color to forget. We're entering it now. This, the beautiful June Matte. Check it out. Check it out. What do you think? The beautiful June Matte. Now, June is a color often looked over. It's kind of got that cappuccino effect. It just really nicely goes in with all earthy colors. It goes with timber. It goes with so many different things. Concrete timber, the dark grays, the light grays. It's almost the most versatile neutral tone out there, and to bring it out in matte. And we did a really nice house up at Mount, what's the name of it? Mount Tambourine in clip lock, a Lysart clip lock high strength 700 in a June matte, and it came out looking absolutely mint. But again, I'm biased because we did it. Anyway, I put some in. You've already seen the pictures. June matte, ladies and gentlemen, gladiators. Here you go. If June is one of the colors that you're looking at, it's one of those, if you're trying to go that earthy tone or that sort of neutral brownie kind of tone, but without going to the old Mission Brown. Yeah, Mission Brown, they discontinued it. It was great in the 80s. I had a house, a Tudor style house in my first home, had the brown slats on the walls. Ugh, Mission Brown. So this is certainly not that. This is maybe the modern rendition of a lightened Mission Brown, if you like. Anyway, put this back into the other video and we'll continue on from, I think the next colour to follow on is Shale Grey Matte. Enjoy that, boys and girls. This one here, this is what I would put on if I'm going for a cement kind of a look. This is Shale Grey Matte. Now Shale Grey is one of the lighter colours. It's really, really close to Surfmist, but not quite. Still gives you that grey. It's not as dark as, say, the Wind Spray. However, it gives you a nice grey tone, and it goes really well with some other darker colours. So you can put Shale Grey along with many of the other, say, for example, Terrain as a colour. The Shale Grey goes really well and complements with that. So it's one of those ones which is lighter, but at the same time, in the matte finish, it gives that like a cement finish. Now at the home show a number of years ago, we had a Shale Grey wall up, and people kept coming up and touching it. Ooh, it is Colorbond. Like, yeah, it's Colorbond. They go, I thought it was cement. So that's kind of where it's going. And if you want a lightweight solution that gives you a cement look, one of the snap lock, not snap lock, what's it called? Interlock or Dominion. Lysart has a product called Dominion. And you put this on and it's got a nice solid paneling type wall, and it makes it feel really solid with the big warranty that you get from Colorbond. Rightio, so that there is Shale Grey. Now I'll just show you the difference between Shale Grey and Shale Grey Matte, right? So here is normal Shale Grey, and here's Shale Grey Matte. Putting them next to each other, you'll see that there is quite a difference. They're the same tone, same colour, but one is a satin finish and the other one is a matte or a flat finish. All right. So excuse the dirtiness of this one, because I've had this one going around in the back of the ute a lot, because a lot of people have been asking me to show them the Surfmist matte. So these are actually my samples, and I take them out because people want to see what the actual colour looks like. I've even cut a piece off the bottom of this one. This one is the Surfmist matte. It looks absolutely amazing on the walls or on the roof, and it just dulls down that clinical white, or that off-white. It dulls down that clinical, real cold feeling and gives it some warmth. And that's the beauty of the matte. It warms everything up regardless of the colour. It just dulls that tone down so it's not so loud, right? So it's beautiful how it does that, and it's well used on these. I always forget the name of the style of home, but you know, the beachy side house, the Californian Hamptons. Got there. I knew I'd get there if I kept talking. Hey, so that Hampton style home. So that there is the Surfmist matte. We use it a fair bit. We've done a few jobs now on there, and I'll throw them in here in photos. But the Surfmist matte looks amazing. I'll get some close-ups, see if you can get any. There's not a lot of sparkle in the Surfmist matte. However, it still does look fantastic, and has gotten a little bit of traction. Now there is another one that we have just recently completed a job down at Varsity Lakes, and if you watch all of our videos you would know that, because I'll go on and on and on about it. This is Blue Gum. So Blue Gum's a new colour. It was released to market at the end of last year, or some stage throughout last year, and they didn't just release Blue Gum, they released the Blue Gum Matte. Now I don't have a standard sample of Blue Gum yet, and I've never actually seen it with my own eyes, because you know all about it, ladies and gentlemen. I love the matte. And here is the matte. Let's see if you can see the sparkle in that, boys and girls. That there is beautiful. The Blue Gum Matte, another one in the range of Colorbond matte colours. It looks fantastic. All the matte, the beautiful things about matte, so that they just look great, and they turn any. So if you wanted to put Colorbond corrugated iron on your walls, just by changing it to matte, it just gives it a whole nother level of architectural feel and beautiful design. It makes it look like someone's put in a bit more effort into it, rather than, oh yeah, you put Colorbond on the walls. And this doesn't just go for walls, this goes for roofs. It just emphasizes beauty. So wherever possible, my recommendation is wherever you possibly can, put matte. Now people ask me, how hard is it to clean? It's easy. Very, very easy. Oh, but I get fingerprints all over it. That's easy, it doesn't matter. So it's mainly installers that I've heard that from. However, you just have to allow to clean it after you've finished. So There's a few different things that you can use. One of those, we use these little magic erasers from the cheap $2 shop down at Sunnybank that my mum gets for us. They are brilliant. They're called little magic erasers. On top of that, you could just use white vinegar. Now, not white cleaning vinegar that you buy from that big green store with a red hammer on the side of it, but white cleaning vinegar that I get from that place that you've got to pack your own groceries. That's the white vinegar that I use, and if I had someone right here, there's none right there. They're basically what we use to clean this down. It's simple. It gets all the fingerprints, the marks, the grubbiness off it, because they do get a little bit grubby, and you can see finger marks. However, the end result is worth that little bit of extra effort. So I would say that if you're going to do something, do matte. Right, now I promised you at the start that there was going to be something at the end that My Cladders has available to us. We've used it a little bit. We put it on McDonald's at Stafford as part of our batten line on the inserts on the ends and around the thing. We put it on McDonald's at Stafford. You might at first look, you might think, that's Monument Matte, but it's not. Now, I don't know if Colorbond's going to get upset with me here or not. They might not, but they're the ones that made it. And they also said that you can get anything that you want. We can make any color in a certain batch. So what have we got here? Matte Night Sky. Now this is matte black. There you go. This is actual black, because with some scratches on it, you can see that. My apologies. This is matte black. Now, how different is it to Monument Matte? Right. Well, if you want black, if you play rugby and you're from New Zealand and you've got black blood, Monument Matte ain't gonna cut it, is it? Nope. And Rolf Harris ain't mucking around with it, because that's a Neil Finn top of the thing, right? Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. And with the black blood and the black skies, matte black, or we call it night sky. Beautiful. And if you want to get your product, your job done in this here, just give us a call, because we have it. Yes, we do. So I'll give you a quick show between Monument Matte and Night Sky Matte, just so that you can see the difference, because I think that's important. That's important. Oh, we got another. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I get to do another one of those satisfying plastic peels. How good does this look, right? Ready? You take that. That's before. Ooh, after. Now, let me grab the Night Sky Matte. Bang, right? Black, Monument Matte. Two totally different colors. How good does that look? I mean, I love Monument Matte. Come on, talk to us. Pick the phone up. Hey, Kenny. That Night Sky Matte, how good is it? Let's do some business together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do want to tell you one last little trick when it comes to your accessories when dealing with matte products. So, when you order powder-coated colors to match the matte colors, you don't want to order the matte version of the powder coating. You want to order the flat version of the powder coating. And if there's an electro version, which Dulux does an electro, then you want to go with that, an electro flat, because that has a little bit of sparkle in it. Now, flat is I think 1 to 2% gloss, whereas matte is 5% gloss when it comes to powder coating. So if you're wanting it to match exactly, or go as close as possible, there's your little trick, there's your little tip. And if you learned something from today, please like, subscribe, and throw in some comments of how you're going to use your Monument Matte, your Shale Grey Matte, your Surfmist Matte, your Blue Gum Matte, your Basalt Matte on your project, or your Night Sky Matte. See you later.